Hi everyone. Hope you are fine. Today we have a look on the 10 best laptops you can buy today. HP Spectre 13. HP's most luxurious laptop borrows the Lenovo Yoga 900 SS style and the MacBook's bag-friendly dimensions. The Spectre 13 is so thin that tapping away on its tactile keyboard almost feels like your fingers are tap dancing on the table. Its biggest advantage over the MacBook is its Intel Core series processor inside, which lends it the winning combination of dazzling looks and computing muscle. Packing 3 USB-C ports for hooking up peripherals. Note that you'll need a converter to use your old USB-A ones. The Spectre 13 doesn't just look like a laptop from the future, it has one eye trained on it too. Dell XPS 15. Like its smaller sibling, the XPS 13, Dell's XPS 15 sports an almost bezel-less Infinity Edge display. It brings the dual benefit of making whatever you're doing on its gorgeous 15-inch 4K screen come to life while also lending it the dimensions of a 14-inch laptop. It's bag-friendly to boot and comes packing the goods, including an NVIDIA GTX 960M mobile graphics card that's beefy enough to handle just about any game so long as you stick to 1080p. The XPS 15's battery life is its main weakness, so don't expect its runtimes to stretch into the double figures without taking a booster pack along for the ride. Dell XPS 13 and XPS 2-in-1. If you're looking for a Windows laptop, it's hard to go wrong with the Dell XPS 13. While it's expensive, particularly if you go for the QHD end version, the XPS 13's Infinity Edge display makes it worth the money. It's surrounded by a bezel that's just millimeters thick, lending the 13.3-inch laptop a body that's closer to 11-inch laptops in size. It gives the XPS 13 excellent portability, and unlike the 12-inch MacBook, Dell has done it without sacrificing ports or power. The XPS 13 packs Intel's latest processors under the hood, and features both Thunderbolt 3 and USB 3.0 and Type-C ports. The XPS 2-in-1 is a superb new model that packs a convertible tablet into essentially the same frame. Apple 12-inch MacBook. Apple's 12-inch MacBook isn't just the most portable MacBook of them all, you won't find a more compact laptop with a high-resolution display, full stop. Every inch of Apple's impossibly thin machine is gorgeous, but it comes at the expense of usability. With just one USB Type-C port, the MacBook requires an adapter if you want to use multiple USB devices, or a combination of peripherals and a display, at the same time. If you don't mind carrying one around in a case, the MacBook's surprisingly punchy speakers, good battery life and catwalk looks make it a unique, and fun to use, laptop. Lenovo Yoga 900s. Convertible laptops undoubtedly make better tablets when they're lightweight. The Yoga 900s is one such machine, weighing in at a svelte 2.2 pounds. What you get then, is a 12.5-inch laptop with a bright and colorful screen that can rotate into several different positions, making it easier to interact with touchscreen apps, do a bit of lightweight gaming or even a spot of reading laid back on the couch. In terms of design, the Yoga 900s borrows the Yoga 3 Pro's stylish watchband hinge design without charging the jewelry shop price tag. It's thinner too, while bringing the same pixel-packed 2560 x 1440 pixel resolution display along for the ride. Gigabyte Aorus X3 Plus V5. If you've got the money, you'll be hard-pressed to find a laptop that's both as portable and powerful as the Aorus X3 Plus V5. Packing Intel's top-end Skylake processor, paired with a mighty 6GB version of NVIDIA's GTX 970M, here is a gaming machine that can play any game at 1080p with the settings cranked up. Featuring an innovative cooling system that blows air out of the back, plenty of ports and a great keyboard, this stealth bomber-like machine can slip into your backpack with room to spare. Loading times are barely there thanks to its nippy M.2 SSD, and a decent range of connectivity ports that includes HDMI and DisplayPort inputs means you can hook it up to an external display when not on the move. HP Spectre X360. There's something oddly brilliant about HP's Spectre range. Clearly intended to compete with Apple in terms of build quality, but priced just a tiny bit lower to gain some traction with potential buyers. The X360 is another convertible that allows you to fold the screen backwards to create a tablet-style device. This is ideal for Windows 10, although you'll probably not use it much as a tablet because it's still a laptop-weight device. MacBook Pro 13-inch with Retina display. If we consider that the Air is essentially an Ultrabook, then we can safely ignore it in this roundup and head directly to the Pro. It's a larger, heavier machine, but it's also the powerhouse of the range. Starting at £999, it's not bad value when you consider it has 8GB of RAM and an i5 2.7 GHz and 128GB SSD. You'll get 10 hours out of the battery, in the ideal conditions, and the real keyboard makes for a pretty delightful user experience. Oh, and the trackpad, there's simply nothing like it on any PC we've ever used. It's a class act. If you need Windows 10, that's no problem either, just install with Apple's Boot Camp. Microsoft Surface Book. Microsoft's Surface Book is a 2-in-1 with a detachable display that can be used as a tablet, and it's an excellent laptop in its own right for several reasons. First, it's the only one out there with a high-resolution 3:2 aspect ratio display, which is great for reading long web pages, typing up documents and doing anything that requires a bit more vertical space on the display. Second, its keyboard is simply superb, offering a deep amount of travel that reduces fatigue during long typing sessions. Third, Intel's latest Skylake processors and Nvidia's GTX 940M GPU give the Surface Book enough grunt for light gaming and multimedia editing. If money isn't an issue for you, then Microsoft's laptop should be considered even if you're not planning on detaching its display. Which you will, of course, even if it's just for showing off. Asus Zenbook UX310UA. If you like the look of the Dell XPS 13 but don't quite have the budget to stretch to it, then the Asus Zenbook UX310UA is definitely worth a look. That's because you get a thin and light system with all aluminium body, fast Intel CPU and, if you so wish, a stunning 3200x1800 QHD screen. RAM is competitive too at 8GB, as well as storage, with a modest 256GB SSD packed inside. Yes, battery life isn't stunning, but for less than £700 this system is simply fabulous value for money.